And it's not just Kyiv that's being besieged by Russian forces. All across southern Ukraine, Putin's troops are closing in on the nation's major cities. Kherson, with a population of 300,000 people, has become the first Ukrainian city to fall into Russia's hands. Their mayor is claiming hundreds of brave residents have been killed, with many of their bodies unrecognizable because of Putin's barbaric weapons. And unfortunately, Kherson is not alone. About 250 miles east, the critical port city of Mariupol has been engulfed by Russian forces. Invading troops have the city surrounded by both land and sea and are raining explosives down on the innocent people trapped inside. The city's deputy mayor detailed the horrors.
Their style of war is to make humanitarian crisis. We have continuous shelling for 26 hours. 26 hours they are destroying our city. So from all the weapons, from artillery, from airplane bombing, from tactical rockets, from multiple launch rocket system. So situation is very bad.
If Russia is able to capture Mariupol, they're going to connect Crimea directly to their forces in Russia proper and the breakaway east. This land bridge allows them to move troops and weapons across the entire southern half of the country without interference. This isolates and traps Ukrainian forces and chokes off Ukrainian supply lines. Russia's immediate goal is to continue their march to the west, with their eyes set on two additional port cities, Mykolaiv and Odessa. Odessa being the crown jewel, the commercial capital and key port. If they fall, Ukraine will be completely cut off from supplies and support coming up from the Black Sea, landlocking Ukraine's forces. While Odessa could also be used as the launching point of any invasion of Ukraine's neighbor, Moldova, which directly borders a NATO member, Romania, where American forces are stationed right now. The heroic people of Ukraine refuse to give in to Russia's aggression. But this is going to be a long and drawn-out battle. Russia has no plans to stop this ferocious assault anytime soon and is spewing propaganda, brainwashing its own people.
I will never forgo my conviction that the Russians and Ukrainians are a single people, even though the citizens of Ukraine are intimidated and many of them are misguided with nationalist propaganda. And we are fighting with Nazis. The nationalist detachments, which include foreign fighters, including from the Middle East, use peaceful citizens as a human shield.
While Russia commits war crimes, Putin blames Ukraine. He also keeps repeating that Ukraine is under Nazi control. Russia's foreign minister was challenged by ABC over this. Listen.
Do you believe that President Zelensky, the first Jewish president of Ukraine, whose families were killed in the Holocaust, is a Nazi?
I think that the Nazis and neo-Nazis manipulate him. Otherwise, it is hard to account for how President Zelensky can preside in a society where neo-Nazism is rife.
Obviously, that's preposterous. On the sidelines of this real war, there's an information war going on, and it's wild. Depending on what country you live in, some people have no idea what to believe. Sources are now even telling Fox News that Russia's Federal Security Service has drafted plans to conduct public executions in Ukrainian cities once they've been captured. Putin's unpredictable and capable of anything at this point. He's threatened nuclear war. He's staged coups, bombed civilians, poisoned political enemies. He's conspiring with China and has launched multiple and vicious ground invasions. This is what the people of Ukraine are up against. Putin's digging in for the long haul here, even insisting his invasion is going according to plan. French president spoke with Vladimir Putin today by phone, and the Russian leader told Macron it's going to get a lot worse from here, and that he's going to take the entire country of Ukraine. So what's next?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.